And if that can't cut it, fuck it, drop it. Watch it, blow up on another label. I'm cocked.
What's up, guys? I'm back for a surprise stream. I just noticed that Cool Vic over here, really good guy, just hit 20,000 subscribers. Congrats to you, man. Cheers to you. I tip my hat to you. You're good people. You had my back. The reason why I'm having this is because, unbeknownst to a lot of people out there, I have to let people know this right now. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and open this up because I can have a little fun today. We're going to open up the panel a little bit. If anybody wants to come up, we are going to have a little bit of Black Fatigue segment, which, of course, you know, I like to cover some of the fatigue that's going on in the nation. Vic has been an awesome friend when it comes to YouTube. So I have to speak on something right now in regards to Vic. I don't know if you guys know his channel, Vic's Cool Stream. I don't even know what he wants me to call it, but Cool Vic, right? He covers a lot of Andrew's debates. He's covered some of my debates. He's covered Rachel's debates in the past. He's a avid, proud supporter of Jake Rattlesnake, The Crucible, and other channels like that. Really good people, and I appreciate you guys saying congratulations on my 1,000 subscribers. That was pretty awesome, I think. But also, I want to see if I can boost my subscribers. So if you can, hit the bell and subscribe. That would be amazing, man, if you could. I would like to get my subscribers up. I'm going to have more content for you, more good content, not lame-ass, crazy content that's just random, right? Like and subscribe, of course, with this, you know, little thing that just came up. That would be pretty cool, man. I just want a little bit more subscribers. And if you guys could, we're going to do like a membership drive at the end of the month. I'll be covering a lot of the fatigue and a show that I'll be doing after Friday. Now, tomorrow, I have a debate against First Amender, and I look forward to demolishing this guy. He believes that Transformer women are women, and I have to decimate this guy. Like, you know, expeditiously. I'm fatigued already by Coach Greg Adams, and I'm about to play some fatigue. It's going to be kind of funny, a little bit entertaining for you guys in the middle of the week, which will be good. I'm not going to talk too much because I could yap a lot, right? That can definitely happen a lot. But Cool Vic, I'm going to go into a little story about Cool Vic. I didn't know him that much. I didn't even know he had that many damn subscribers. But the guy is very based, and I didn't know he's Christian. I didn't know anything about this guy, right? So I'm hanging out, just doing some debates, and run into him doing some content. I just say hi, this and that. We start talking a little bit more. I start doing more debates. Next thing you know, he reviews a debate. I say, hey, I have a really funny debate against, and the debate topic was black women are too masculine. It ended up being a pretty funny debate. He ended up covering it. Good stuff. Then next thing you know, I said, hey, I'm doing this debate and this debate. Me and Andrew are doing this debate, things like this in the past, which was pretty good. You know, I like that he not only covers debates, but I noticed that unfortunately, I mean, I think it's fortunately, but unfortunately for my opponents, he's more of the base bias person. He covers our side, the Christian side of, you know, not the panel verse or anything like that, not to go in on them, neither here nor there. But I was going to Jubilee, right? And I was talking to, you know, when me and Sarah were on good, I was willing to debate on her channel during this time. It was before the big evacuation on her channel, the mass exodus that had happened. And me and Sarah, you know, good terms, whatever you want to coin this, we were pretty good at the time. And I said, hey, I don't know, I'd like to go to DebateCon. Hey, I'd like to go to Jubilee. I don't know, it's kind of rough. You know, I lost my job with the feds here. You know, all this other stuff happened, right? Crazy stuff, right? But I ended up talking to her, and she gave me actually a really good idea. You know, even people that we disagree with can give us good ideas. And I'll say that she did have a good idea. She was like, why don't you depend on your supporters and kind of just ask them to kind of support you and donate to your cause if you want to, right? So I said, okay, sure thing. I don't mind doing it. So I raised a donation goal of $1,300. You know, why not? Why not shoot for the stars and just say, hey, you know, take care of my plane trip, everything else out to LA. And I said, okay, I don't mind doing that. That's fine. And then I put up a Give, Send, Go to go ahead and go to LA and make sure that, you know, I could buffer some of the costs because I'm like living on my savings at the time, right? You know, anybody that says they're living on their savings is scrounging regardless. And I'm over here hoping that I can get some donations, right? I was like, somebody's going to donate at some point. And I said, oh, nobody's donating. So I kept putting the link up for somebody to donate because I was going to Jubilee to debate this billionaire Brian Johnson guy. And I was going to fly out there, take a ride out there, you know, the whole nine. And I said, okay, cool. Nobody's donating yet. Maybe somebody will, right? Lo and behold, I get a donation. And this isn't like for me being braggadocious. It's nothing to brag about, but it's a lot. A grain of sand 1,000,000 times makes a beach, and all it takes is one start, right? I'm over here and I get an update because it sends you an update to your phone, and I see said update, and the update I got was from Cool Vic. It said Cool Vic has donated $100 to you, and I said, I almost passed out. I never had anybody, to be honest. Let me just be real with you. I've never been donated $100 through social media before. That was like the first time that's ever happened, right? And I got this donation. I almost fell out of my freaking seat. You know, I was like, damn, man. You know, it's like, that's like at least a quarter off the half of the plane ticket. Probably like at least a quarter off the plane ticket. That saved me a shit ton, right? And then somebody donated 10 and 30. So it ended up being I had like $130 total before I flew to Jubilee, and I had just savings. Mind you, I don't get paid to fly out to Jubilee. They don't pay you anything. They give you like a $50 check. You know, they send you $50 for just showing up. It's like a daily stipend. It'll maybe take care of lunch or something like that, or maybe some cab fare, something like that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And of course, my PayPal is wrecked, so I had to mail me a check, which I'll probably get tomorrow anyways. So, which means I got nothing. I got nothing. Yes, and then Vic got me my first super chat. Yes. So Vic, let me just tell you this. That's true. Wi-Fi. That's awesome. Yes, Vic got me my first super chat on my channel, and he got me my first donation ever through a GoFundMe or anything. Vic donated like $100. I'm just being maybe it's maybe rude for me to talk about finances and exchanging finances with people, but he donated, and that was like freaking massive to me. I was like, damn, man, like I grew up poor, man. I grew up with like nothing, so $100 is like $1,000,000 to me still, because I can remember that time, and it's like I see this and I'm like, oh shit, you know, it's like I sound so broke right now, but I'm just saying, I'm being honest though. I'm being extremely honest. And Vic just happened to donate, right? And all I could think about is like, shit. All right, I got $100 more than what I had. This is a lot. I couldn't stop thinking about the whole trip about how much this donation from Vic was a lifesaver. It honestly was. You know, everybody could scoff, oh, it's just a hundo. No, growing up poor and growing up on food stamps through the EBT community with my mom and all this other stuff, and being poor and growing up in group homes and all this stuff, like, if you know that times are hard, how hard can you stretch $100? That $100 could last 3 weeks, man. Like, you guys ever eat like a Wish sandwich before? Like, all this stuff. Like, I grew up with nothing. So 100, I could make sure. Vic donated this, and I was like, shit, man. Like, and all I could think about was, like, that's $100 somebody lost. I still have kind of like a poor mindset to some degree, because I don't think about the $100 I got. I think about $100 that I lost, somebody else lost giving that to me. And this is like a $50 to me. Let me just say that. And it's not hyperbole. It really does mean a lot, man. Ken says, here's 5 Canadian to kick it off. My broke ass can afford 100. Yeah. It's awesome, man. It's awesome, man. Five is good, man. I don't mind, man. It's better than, you know, eating oxygen. But I'll tell you this, though. I think the number one thing, though, that we can sometimes forget is, like, how important even a little bit of money is. Everything costs so freaking much, and inflation and all this. Like, we could think about all this. $100 is still a lot of money. People dumb it down so much. If you're really in a bad situation, I guarantee you that $100 would stretch like crazy. You know, I can make $100 stretch for 3 weeks. I guarantee you I can. But think about it. What if you were like a millionaire and you had that same mindset of I can make $100 stretch for a week? I think that people forget this mindset of how valuable currency is. All this is just time that you'll never get back that you spend on a job. If you really think about it, that's how valuable currency is. So I think about it a little bit more than that, a little deeper. But needless to say, you're right. Cool Vic did donate my first super chat of the channel, and I have like a new background that I'm going to put up that does display like Vic's donation. Hold on, let me see if I can put this up here, because this is he's not only based, but he is obviously in definitely the man. This, like, I owe Vic a lot, man. Like, as far as like congratulations, thanks, you know, the whole 9, everything, man. Vic is cool, man. I'll give him all. I owe him all that stuff, man. I was able to go out there to LA and at least not have to worry about too much, man. It's just crazy, man. Like, remember when you were a kid and you had like $10 and you thought you were rich and you went to the ice cream man and like the ice cream was like, oh, it's 50 cents for this. Oh, you know how many 50-cent ice cream bars I could buy with $10 if I just mowed somebody's lawn and stuff? It's all work, man. Growing up, it's like you just learn how to grind and have just a good work ethic, man, when it comes to stuff. That's why I don't mind getting up and doing streams sometimes. And that's why I don't mind blessing you guys with, I know it sounds oxymoronish to say I'm blessing you guys with a black fatigue stream, but it's look, it's going to be entertaining. We're going to get right to it. There's some good stuff that I'm going to present, which is crazy. We're going to be fatigue maxing today, if we want to even give it like a term or something like that. For sure. We're going to dive into the content today, and it's going to be good, man. Definitely good, man. Ken says the guy is a family man too. Much respect. Yes, nuclear family man, for sure. He is nuclear man. I would say that too, man. So we're going to get to the content. Let me go ahead and make sure that this is situated and ready for you guys, because I like to deliver some decent content, right? And we're going to get right to the fatigue. By the way, yes, it is, but it's a different, it's like an acapella version of the Terminator theme. Pretty good stuff. And I think the reason why I picked this theme, to be honest with you, Ken, is because we are in an ideological war. I have people, like, they don't even deserve me naming them right now, Well, we have people taking hit pieces out on me right now. I just had like 2 posted on me today right now. And then Andrew Wilson and Rob Noor has hit pieces posted on them. Of course, me was one avidly putting my foot in my mouth, and people took advantage of to some degree. I don't think that we should give the opposition any ammunition, which I did. It's a heavy lesson learned, but we're going to get right into it, okay? So we're going to get right back to fatigue maxing right now. Yes, Ken, it hit pieces. There's like a clown face on me and muscles. Pretty funny. I don't care. He's got to brush it off, keep moving forward, man. That's it, man. You know, I can't give it attention like that. But anyways, moving back to it, we're going to get to the fatigue right now, okay? Let me go ahead and set the stage for you guys right now real quick. Real quick. Not trying to make things like romantic here or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, let me just put this on here so we can get started, okay? Wow, this is crazy. This is like the stampede of the century right here. Insane. And I know that when it comes, and I'm not trying to be racist here, but I know that black women overwhelmingly are some of the most out of shape people in the nation when we talk about our black women. I mean, I hate this ghetto stuff with a passion, man. It's really bad, man. This security that day was not worth a damn, for sure. Like, why can't we be civilized? I don't understand this at all. Sadly, they're unable to express themselves intelligently, and all this leads to belligerence and violence, which is just unnecessary. So, it's crazy. Hey, Pumpkinheads, I did that debate last night, actually. I did it right after the debate. I did a review. It's up on my I used Grok during a debate thing. I'll post it soon. So yes, statistically, over 65% of the population of black women are obese. That's a fact. Just insane. Security wasn't worth a damn this day, obviously, in this store. Here we go. The usual. So, of course, I had to kind of delete the sound to this because, you know, it would have definitely been a strike against me for sure in my channel. But looking at this, like these are the usual suspects right at it again. This is crazy. No EBT, just going crazy, stealing, insane. Going ham, as they say, taking everything. Where are the police? Just theft. The food stamp epidemic at an all-time high right. Look, all these Negroes just stealing, man. This is crazy. Out of control. This is the culture. No shame. Recording themselves committing a crime.
I never thought that I would be 43 and never been married. Not engaged, not a prospect, not nothing. And I now understand those church women. Now that my daughter's in college, my son lives with his dad, I'm the only one here. And I work all day and I come home to a peaceful house. You see people's marriages, and I'm an Uber driver. I'm taking couples on dates and all of that good stuff. I had a guy in my car today that was surprising his wife and taking her to Italy and Paris. And I was just like, Like, it's not about the things that he said. It's about the fact that he loves his wife. And I was just like, dang, was I like a terrible person in a former life? Like, was I horrible in my youth? Like, how come I'm not lovable? I've had men tell me that they love me, and I've had guys say they wanted to marry me, all of that.
Look, stop friend zoning, guys. Stop friend zoning good guys, and you'll end up You'll end up on Facebook dating if you don't stop friend zoning all these men. I'm telling you, watching Andrew Wilson videos will definitely put you in the game. But alas, our black community does not watch Andrew Wilson videos, but only a rare few. Maybe I'm like one of the exceptions.
Good stuff, but I'm still single. And I come home alone. And I understand that I have the Lord. Trust me, I do.
And then what happened to the children's father? She said she had kids. Oh, man. She probably initiated the divorce. You never know. So I think that some of these people chose to be single. Guaranteed. But I think that if black women and black culture watch Andrew Wilson, their odds of finding a marriage will increase a lot. I think that if Greg Adams' audience watches Andrew Wilson's content, their chances of marriage would increase as well too.
At the same time, that doesn't stop the fact that I understand those church women now.
Yeah, you understand this because you're the common denominator, and we can all see that.
I understand when a fine man walk in, it's every woman for herself. It's not a good feeling to be older and you see people around you celebrating their 10th, 15th, 20th, 30th anniversary, and you're like, yeah, I haven't made it more than 6 months.
Have questioned you because you communicate with mediums or psychics and you know, and you know the things. Why can we not have a connection?
I don't know, but I call myself a liberal Christian.
Tell me what that means.
That just
What?
means that it's not anything that I am stuck to. You know what I mean? Like, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe he died for my sins. I don't read the Bible anymore.
Wait a minute.
Wait, so you're not a Christian. Got it. You don't read the Bible, but you're a Christian. This is crazy.
I feel like the Bible is, I'm just saying it's a guideline. So I don't have to go and, just read the Bible. I go to the Bible for stories. I go to the Bible for, if I want to read the Bible.
Y'all, if your cart right though.
Liberal, and here's the thing though. She said liberal Christian, which is crazy. And she practices witchcraft and mediums and all this other stuff. Mediums are counterfeits, right? Christ is the only one, right? This sounds ridiculous because it is ridiculous for sure. Oh God, what do we have next? I can't believe. On to more of this stuff.
Now it's in the middle of the handicap walkway.
I ain't gonna fuck what you talking about.
Ma'am, sir, what I'm trying to explain to y'all, why don't you want to have any kind of conversation whatsoever?
No. I don't give a fuck.
The next person needs to go through that area. This one says, don't put nothing, it's a double negative.
On my car, I promise you.
Promise what?
I promise.
Will you promise to take your cart back?
I promise you. You got one more motherfucking time to play with me. I'm gonna knock your bitch ass out.
Now, ma'am, I'm trying to help you be
Who the fuck is you?
My name's Agent.
Man, driving a Dodge Challenger and paying for food with the EBT card. Proud member of society right here. This is crazy. He said it's a double. He's right. It's a double negative when she says, don't put nothing on my car. Yes, he's right about this. Oh, man. You know, this Challenger probably has like a 37.9% APR on it, too. This is crazy. Calling this woman ma'am was extremely generous, too, by the way. I'll just say that, too.
Cordell,
Who you is?
you just asked me who I am, that you don't care who I am? That is right in the middle of the
I
walkway.
don't give a fuck.
Like, who gave her a handicap sticker, too? They just give handicap stickers to anybody. I mean, this is why a lot of people avoid Walmart anyways. This is crazy.
That's not what I'm trying to help you with. Why you call me the N-word, by the way? Uh-oh, you throw water at me.
Pass away from me.
It's very,
I'm not playing with
thank you. That's very cooling and refreshing.
Who the fuck is this?
I keep telling you, I'm Agent Cordell. Gotcha. And you missed. Haha, dodge that one.
I advise you to move your bitch ass back.
I've advised y'all to take your cart now. It's not blocking the handicap area.
It's funny because black people say that white people are colonizers when white people should have colonized the universe, but instead we have to babysit these people. Yes, I'm black and I can say this, but anyways, this is crazy. They can't even speak proper English. But of course, if they do, they'll be accused of acting white, right? Craziness.
You're doing too much.
Ma'am,
Hey, go back
you're not
outside.
doing enough.
I swear it's giving. You got a mental problem.
Ma'am,
No, you got a mental problem because I swear this Challenger is worth more than your Section 8.
Who has the mental problem? Agent Cordell. Is she gonna throw choking oil at me? Ma'am, don't waste. I don't want to have sexy time with you, ma'am. I don't need cooking oil. I'm trying to tell you what's going on.
Tell us shit, move.
No, I am trying to tell you lots of things. You're not listening. What are you gonna tell them? That you assaulted and battered me already? Because you did.
Is that a woman? What is that? Oh man, and unfortunately I have a transformer debate with First Amender. I'm gonna have to be dealing with these type of ethical issues tomorrow. This is crazy.
No, I'm not. I'm conversating. Are you gonna throw your phone at me? I try to tell you 5 times who I am. Why you call me the B word?
Cause I'm king, nigga. Tripping, dog.
I'm not. The only person who's tripping is old ladies might be tripping over that car that you left.
Yeah, pumpkin heads. It's that man. I have to debate him tomorrow. Yeah, I gotta. So Jake Rattlesnake had to put this guy away. Andrew Wilson put the nail in the coffin on this guy, and then Rachel Wilson just buried him too. Now I have to do the dirty work as well too. Anyways, Christ is God to this good work that we do. So yeah, good stuff, man.
In the walkway. You don't see that handicap, by the way, if you can beat me up. What does that mean? I'm not. You can't use deadly force. With what? With what? Ma'am, you have more vegetable oil in there?
Hey, what's your name?
Gary, what's yours?
Fuck no.
Oh hell no! See, speaking of First Amender, you see what I got to deal with tomorrow? I got to debate this mess. Oh, this is crazy. This is insane. This is just madness, man. I don't understand this at all, man.
Missing a shirt over there. Can I check your bags really fast? Yeah. Yeah, just because I started missing a shirt. No, you could open it if you want. Yeah, no pressure. Damn, that's crazy. That's not cool, guys. Come on. Like, I work for this stuff. Like, it's not like Macy's or none of that stuff, you know? So
that's crazy. Stole right in front of the man and then took the shirt out. I didn't take anything. Well, proceeds to take the shirt out of the bag. This is crazy.
Kind of whack, but I appreciate you letting me look into your bag, though, you know? I appreciate it.
Shout out to Cool Vic. Vic, I don't know if you heard the story that I told about you in the chat. I told them that when I was when I was going to Jubilee. Yeah, I know, Chad. I'm going to repeat the story real quick. I'll make it fast, though, so I can get back to the Black Fatigue Exhaustion extravaganza right now. Also, this is the Cool Vic celebration. I feel like I spelled celebration wrong. Anyways, in Substream. So anyways, back to this. When I had to do like the whole give, send, go thing, I was kind of like a brokey during the time. And I was like, damn, man, maybe this is a good idea for me to do this. Nobody freaking donated, right? And then I got a update on my phone, and it's like he gave me the first donation. Oh, celebration. Yes, yeah, with the E. I was doing this really fast because I wanted to celebrate your 20K, right? Typed too fast, didn't write it right, and that's what happened. So, anyways, back to this. I got the notification and almost fell out of my damn seat. Okay, back to this. My mic was unplugged. I got a notification. I almost fell out of my damn seat. Remember, I grew up with nothing, right? Section 8 housing. I was one of those EBT kids, whatever, group homes and everything else. I know how, when times are rough, to make $100 stretch. That literally took care of a quarter of my plane ticket. And I was like, damn, man. Not only did he generously help me out with this donation, but broke me from my mindset growing up, thought this guy is out of 100. That's how I think. You know, when you have this mindset, hopefully when you guys are rich one day, you guys still have this mindset and know how to stretch $100 regardless of what, right? So going back to this, like, like Vic, like nobody when I was doing this was celebrating me going to Jubilee to wreck the crap out of this billionaire. You did. You stepped up when nobody else did. There was somebody that donated like 20, somebody donated like 10. Vic came in with 100. Like I'm just like, damn, man, like that's 100 more than I would have had. Even though I set the goal, the dono goal at 1,300, it ended up being 130. So it was like just 1-0 off, right? But I thought about this and I said, damn, man, like that's somebody's time. This was Vic's time. Now, I just heard him say, I'm a full-time streamer. I've always wanted to be a full-time streamer. This is his stream time. This is time from other people's time that they donated to chats. So not only do I appreciate and thank and congratulate Cool Vic, but I also congratulate and appreciate his audience and his followers and his subscribers as well, too. 20K is a milestone. I just hit 1,000,000. Hopefully I can get more subs too. If you guys can subscribe to my channel, I'm going to have more flaming content for you, right? As you know, I have a debate with First Amendment tomorrow night, and I have to bury the hatchet in this guy's head. Andrew Wilson dealt with him, put the nail in the coffin. So we thought this guy just keeps reviving back from the dead and wanting to debate the same topic. If Transformer women are women. So we're going to have at it tomorrow. I think 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9 p.m. East Coast Time. And it'll be on. I look forward to this debate. It's going to be a battle royale. This guy's going to be a Spurg Fest, and he's just going to overtalk and do all this dumb. I'm definitely going to have to put this guy in his freaking place. So it's going to be a brutal debate tomorrow. It's going to be rough, man. Yeah, pumpkin heads. I know women are not men. Or women, Transformer women are not women. But First Amender is going to make it hard because he's going to filibuster. He's going to talk about feels a lot and how I'm not respecting their community and all this. I'm prepared for the Gish Gallop and all that. He's going to shotgun topics. He's going to be like the liberal Coach Greg Adams of the Transformer community, and I have to deal with this. So it's going to be kind of rough. Really, really rough. Yes, Ken, that would be nice. If everybody could subscribe, that would be cool. I'm going to provide more content as I am getting back to this content. Good to see it, Vic. I just had to go ahead and shout you out. So this channel and this stream, cheers to you, man. Popping bottles all night. Of course, not real bottles because I don't drink. But, you know, just a saying, I celebrate you, man. I celebrate all the donations and everything else. Also, you were the first person that donated my first super chat. By the way, moving forward from now on, his super chat is going to be in the back of the screen with Andrew Wilson, Jake, and Rob Noor. If you guys can see, I have these guys right here, right? In my super chat. In my super chat. I try to remove it real quick. But anyways, let me go ahead and do this real quick. But yeah, that's my background, right? Vic's going to be like back there somewhere, right? With his first, but that's the thing though. I'm congratulating him. Not to mention this, but I'm also going to celebrate the first super. And it's like Vic has this pattern, right? That he has right now. The first donation that he's ever given me when it comes to like Give, Send, Go stuff. And then the first super chat I've ever gotten. So it's like, damn, man. Vic is truly true to the cool name. He's definitely cool, man. Yeah, like I can't speak enough about the guy. When nobody could help me out with this plane trip or anything else, man, it's just like this guy stepped in and was like, here, man. Damn, man. Like, I'll never forget that, man. I'll never freaking forget that, man. This is good. This is definitely good, man. Vic says one last thing real quick. He said, hey, man, no problem. I like to help up-and-coming YouTubers, debaters like yourself, and I knew you were going to kill it at Jubilee. Yes, I did. I look forward to the episode. Hopefully, Jubilee doesn't give me a copyright strike or anything else. They like to do this with the videos. I'm going to try to put it up in a way that doesn't give me a strike by Jubilee, because they can tend to do this in a short or something like that, right? Can't wait to see it, and I'm also glad you're monetized now, so you do this full time. Yeah, for sure, man. Maybe one day, but I'd like to get into the trades for sure, man. Appreciate it, man. Truly. Yes, man, for sure, man. Prayers all day, man. This is awesome, man. Good stuff, man. This stream was truly for you, man. The 20K is awesome. I'm only a 1K streamer celebrating a 20K streamer. You figured it should be the opposite way around, but two things can be true. I want to celebrate that because this is the guy that celebrated me when I had no 1,000 followers with his monetary time and effort, man. And that's the whole point of this, man. I just wanted to say, hey, man, that I'm truly humbled and grateful, man. That's awesome that you gave me a chance, man. So, yeah, back to this content. Let's get to it, man. I know you guys are ready to get back to it.
Bro, this motherfucker. She pouring gas on there, bro.
She's pouring gas on this car? This is crazy. This is truly EBT fatiguing activities right here. This is crazy. She's literally doing everything but paying her car note. Yeah, lighting your car on fire will definitely make them give it back. For sure, I guess. I don't know. This is dumb.
It's on it. Hold on, man. What's going, bro? Hey, man. Look, hold on. Listen, man. This shit slow, bro. That shit's slow, bro.
So you'd rather go to jail? You'd rather go to jail and still pay a car note? This is wild.
My daily cash, man. What's up? What you doing? What are you talking about, bro? What is this?
You on the repo list?
First off, you should have sent me more than enough to keep it real. I'm saying, we just doing a tour, brother. You know, we just come to do a tour. We get up out there, bro. Put it down. She got it. All you gotta do is, I'll tell you what. Shit, we out here. Don't put my shit down.
Wow, avoid the repo man by lighting your car on fire. Brilliant. Brilliant strategy. I love these videos. This is just crazy.
Yo, bro, she pouring gas on there, bro. The fuck?
Wild. Just craziness.
Right here, she gonna burn the car with us on there. What was that?
So, viewer discretion advised moving forward. You guys remember what happened to Aruna Zarutska on the bus? This is Bronx laundromat fatigue. There is a Caucasian individual sitting down, and the guy on the left, one of the usual suspects, with a knife. Same thing happens. So if you don't want to see this, you guys can leave right now. Viewer discretion, once again, is advised. This is just insane, man. Like this is extremely tragic. We have a serious problem in our nation. So let me move back to this real quick and give you some kind of insight on this. This is from August 2024, not this year. The victim did die. The attacker is still at large, according to my search results, because I couldn't find any results on this. Yes, I mean black individuals when you say usual suspects. He's still at large. We don't know why this guy stabbed that guy, but this has been an ongoing thing. You can say it's just a exception to the rule, but it one time is too many, man. I don't care. Right? Thing I will say to my Caucasian brothers out there, stop dropping your guard in public around black culture. Let's be real here. How am I lying? Never turn your back on black culture. When they walk in, you walk out. Always be prepared. A lot of black culture is without conscience or reason, filled with violence and sickness. And that's the crazy thing is they want to take our guns. So we can't defend against these brainwashed animals out here in society. They just outlawed Glocks. I mean, they're not completely outlawed, but they discontinued Glocks, right? Never relax around black culture. Never turn your back on these people. People will say it's racist if you teach your children to turn your back on black culture. But it's not. Teach your children. And this is crazy. We don't know why this black person stabbed this white person. I'm going to go ahead and read the news report on this. I'll play it again. It's extremely tragic. I don't mean to sound insensitive or seem insensitive by playing this again. I'm going to read it right now. According to WABC, a man... Actually, you know what? Crap, I just found out. Yes, he has been charged in the double stabbing inside a 24-hour laundromat in the Bronx. Clarence Woodward, 39, who has been staying at a Brooklyn homeless shelter, is charged with the double stabbing. Oh, so he stabbed two people inside the 303 Walmart Laundry Mart on August 8th. His charges include murder, manslaughter, and 2 counts of assault, according to police. Police said the motive for the murder of one man and serious injury of another remains under investigation, so they have no cause. Woodward was spotted carrying shirts as he walked into the 303 laundromat at 2:42 a.m. Thursday in the Claremont section. Once inside, he stabbed the 2 men and ran off southbound to College Avenue. A 47-year-old man was stabbed in the back. He was taken to Lincoln Hospital in stable condition. So I guess he stabbed another person. Another man was stabbed in the torso and back. He was pronounced dead at Lincoln Hospital. Police found the 2 meat cleavers on the stoop outside the laundromat hours after the attack. The 47-year-old victim told police he is homeless and was sleeping inside the laundromat with his friends when the stabbing occurred. Sources say this is complete BS. Don't turn your back on black culture. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. He's slipping on his own blood. The amount of blood that's pouring out is crazy.
Trying to figure out what up.
Lord have mercy. Lord, truly, Lord have mercy. This is just insane. Never turn your... I'm going to say it again. Don't turn your back on black culture. I can say it because I can't sound racist saying this. You know, but if a white person says this, it's going to sound like common sense, but they're going to be called racist. This is insane. Like, they're truly insane.
Thank you. What's good, man? You said what? What's good with you? What you mean what's good with me? Chill. What you mean? Bro, chill, bro. Give my bag, bro.
This guy in the video is doing a prank, which I don't think you should play around with black culture doing a prank. You're putting yourself in harm's way. He had fake $100 bills in his bag, and this guy's stealing from him, not realizing they're fake.
What you doing? Give my bag, bro. Give my bag.
Brandishing his gun.
Bro, chill. That's my bag, bro. You tripping. Give me my bag. Bro, give me my bag. Look, bro, it's a prank. It's fake.
It's fake, man.
It's fake money. It's fake money, bro. Chill.
That's crazy. You can get shot for having pranks with black people. This is just insane. Yes, cool, Vic. We are black fatigue maxing tonight. So this is what I'm going to call it. By the way, I'm going to show up on Zinga's podcast. She's an Orthodox Christian. And we're going to be covering the matriarchal society of black culture and how it's leading to degeneracy in America. I think we'll be covering this topic on Friday. Here it goes. How the black matriarchy shaped generations. And the podcast by Zinga Harris is called Blacks with Black Fatigue. I will be a guest on that show. A very fatigued black myself with other blacks with black fatigue will be discussing how the black matriarchy shaped generations. And I don't think in a good way. Not at all. Not in a good way at all. Definitely not good, man. This is just bad. But I will be covering this with Zinga Harris, and we will be discussing a lot of this as it pertains to the black community. I think that this needs to be one part of the mainstays of my channel to discuss all this stuff. I think that if we don't discuss, oh, speaking of which, Zinga Harris in the chat, salute to you. Good stuff, man. I will be on the channel. Matter of fact, let me play this. I don't know if you saw that, Zinga, but here we go. Crazy work, right? We'll be discussing this and more on Miss Zinga Harris's channel. Matter of fact, if you guys can give her a like and a subscribe, we are both Orthodox catechumens, right? Let me let you guys in on something too. We just talked about Cool Vic having a traditional patriarchal Christian home, right? Zinga Harris is also patterning herself after this model as well too. May God be with her. But let's get back to it. Lord have mercy on the black community as we continue with the exhaustion.
Hey, when my mother tell me no, and this is what she finna get when she tell me no. And y'all parents out there, y'all better get in line because baby, I don't play.
Damn, I would have got killed. Like I would have just got, as they say, murked. Like I would have just got destroyed by my mom, and she would have just took me out, man. This is crazy. Oh wait, hold on. She's got NyQuil by the bed. This is crazy. So I'm guessing that she probably put her mom to sleep. Like this is wild. Like this could be a possible crime or evidence of a crime. I'm just guessing, but this is insane. Admitted to drugging somebody and putting them to sleep. I'm only making an assumption right now, but this could allude to a crime. If you ever put somebody to sleep using a solution or medication, it's alluding to a crime, by the way.
Wake up, Mr. Clean!
She called her mom Mr. Clean? Yeah, I would have got killed. This is just insane. I don't know how she got away with this. Like, I don't know if she did, but this is crazy.
Wake up!
Your mom is about to pick a casket out of love for you. Don't try this at home, kids. This is for your own good. As soon as this NyQuil wears off, I was like, she's going to put her to sleep. This is just insane. She must have drank that dollar store EBT NyQuil because she looked like she was pretty out of it. And this is just crazy. Mama, yeah, Mama would have killed me a long time ago. This is crazy.
God, what's wrong with you? Wake up, Mr. Clean.
Wow. That's, of course, no father was in the home. Usual suspects, for sure. Crazy. Not all of them, but usually them. It's crazy because here's my guess. I don't know the stats on this, but I could BS my way in a debate and say 13% of the population is causing 70% of the crime. Who do you think I'm talking about? Right. The usual suspects, the usuals. Well. Hard to believe they were black. This is crazy. Like, I have a stain on me wherever I walk. If I walk into a Chinese shop, they're going to follow me everywhere to make sure I don't steal. Not because of something I did, but because of our culture.
Oh, shit. Yeah, come on. All right, appreciate it.
Hold on. It says shoplifter caught with $3,000 in cash and an EBT card. Whew, Lord have mercy. Why? This is why.
Have a seat for us right here.
Of course, security would pick her that day when she wore that dress. I think we all know where that cash came from. A little fellow named John, maybe. Like, I'm just saying. I think a guy named John gave her that money. She should. Here's the thing, though. I think that if you get caught with a crime like this, you should be kicked off of EBT status. You should lose EBT status. I mean, it's like she went straight from her job at the strip club to just go steal.
Cuffs on you right now. You have no idea? You know there's cameras all over the store? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you that again. Do you know why we stopped you? Okay. Is there any cosmetics in your bag that I'm gonna find right now when I go through it?
I mean, I have plenty of cosmetics.
We've been sitting here for like the last 45 minutes watching you through aisles, looking around in spots you didn't think there was cameras, and taking stuff off shelves and putting it in your bag. That's why we stopped you.
I think that once you get a felony, you should be kicked off of EBT and also Section 8 too. You have $3,000 and you're gonna steal? I don't understand this. And you have $3,000 and you're getting EBT? How are you? I don't need. I have no words.
Go through her bag, all the stuff that is from Target.
I'm on my wife.
Your wife?
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Right.
Yeah? You got all this money, you get EBT?
Yeah.
All this money and she gets EBT.
You got all that money in your bag when you get food stamps?
I used to. It's just an old time.
Gotcha.
I wish I did.
I wish I did too. I gotta pay for food. It's expensive.
You could just put the passcode in.
I didn't catch it, but was the $3,000 in cash all in singles? Did anybody notice that? I don't know. I didn't even. This is just insane. She forgot to say, "Oh my God, I'm pregnant." She left that part out. Shaniqua being Shaniqua. This is crazy.
You down? All right.
Man. Why? Right in front of the guy in his shopping cart. You're just, oh man. I'm so fatigued right now. This is crazy.
Mommy, I like food.
Oh, just stealing. This is theft. This is just theft. Yeah, Pumpkinheads. Nobody stopped them at all. Of course, they just want to, like, it's so crazy. Just stealing cans and everything else. This is just crazy. And then this guy right here, not even scanning stuff. What kind of scanning was this? Check this. This is just crazy.
Mommy, I like food. But you ain't even scanning. Mommy,
They got cameras. I know they got cameras that can see you when you're scanning things. And it'll record when you miss something. This is insane. This is crazy. Oh God, I can't believe this is. This is why stores go out of business. This is why mom and pop shops close, because of things like this.
You ain't even scanning.
It says POV shopping after paying rent. Man, insane.
This pizza really good. What? Is the promise? No.
Oh my God. She knew this card would get declined, and she's taking bites out saying this pizza's good. This is crazy. Stop, man. These videos are killing me already. I don't know if I can even go. I'm almost too fatigued to continue this podcast. This is just too crazy. Scamming for food already. She knew it would be declined. She's having a free lunch too. This is crazy. I think we saw a previous video like this. Walked in there knowing you didn't have money and you ate it anyways. I would have taken the pizza from her anyways and then said, hey, you got to complete this transaction. I would have snatched this pizza from her hand so quick.
Oh, I think it might be locked. No, it's not locked. Oh, try it again.
This is theft. This is complete stealing. This is theft.
It says somebody wrong. Hold on. I don't have it. Come on. Need another piece.
Mind you, my algorithm shows positive black news too, but this is just overwhelmingly the majority of what I get when I see this. Right? Just a bunch of people that want free stuff, man. This is crazy. I don't understand this, man. I'm all fatigued out, man. This is crazy. I can't even cover any more content because also not only do I not have any, but I can't bear to show any more because I know that our community has good people in it. I honestly know that there are good people. I know that we have conservative blacks. I know we have black men who are Christian, God-fearing men. It's just crazy, man. And then Ken says, where is this? I'm betting $5 it's probably in a blue state. This happens in Republican states as well, too. What is Texas, a red state? And a lot of BS happens there, too. So I don't know. All I can tell you is that I'm just all fatigued out, man. I'm exhausted from seeing all this stuff. I know that I'm going to cover some of this content from here to there. I know that it can be kind of entertaining, but this can black pill a lot of people to black culture. And mind you, let me get to the crux of this whole podcast and my whole premise and my thesis statement for why. I'll make it short. I don't want to have this podcast to demonize black people. That's not what this is about. I'm not demonizing black people as a group. What I'm demonizing is the culture. The fact that this culture has removed stigma from free shit and stealing and just baby mamas, baby deletion at Planned Parenthood. We're leading the scoreboards on this. It's just crazy. Right now, we have Fatty, who has a live stream right now, why Andrew Wilson got destroyed by Coach Greg Adams. That's the name of his live stream, and I checked, and he was doing like a TikTok raid, right? Pearl Davis over there having a podcast refuting Andrew, saying Coach Greg Adams has great prescriptions. Great prescriptions. I don't see what's the problem with this. You know, go out there. You might as well have degeneracy and have your fun. You know, it's a failing war to win. You know, it's like this is Pearl Davis's content. But men, don't be black pilled. We have Christ, and I don't mean like Ned Flanders. Like, I'm not talking about this. What I'm talking about is in the realm of like Christianity, like good men. Look at Cool Vic. The guy's a Christian, has a nuclear family. Zinga Harris was in the chat. Catechumen, just like me. Christ pill, nuclear family, right? This does exist. So before Greg Adams is out there saying that, no, this is all make-believe and fairy tale. Well, is Cool Vic fake? Is Zinga Harris fake? Is the guy standing before Greg Adams fake? Is he imaginary because he has a nuclear family? There's a mom and a dad in the household, a based home wife that was raising children. I can point you to different directions of what's real. Cool Vic isn't fairy tale. He helped me out. He did, man. So yeah, man, that guy's good, man. Just if you're not following Cool Vic, follow him, man. This isn't for me to get followers. I'm just bigging that guy up, man. And if you guys aren't following Zinga Harris, follow her, man. So I'll tell you like this: Pearl is this counselor that tells you she doesn't counsel, but she'll tell you that it's doom and gloom out there so she can have repeat customers. How am I wrong? Because somebody that's a doctor that wants you to keep coming back will never give you a good prescription, will never heal the ailment. They're never going to give you the exit strategy, the plan, because you're going to eliminate customers if you do this. If I'm a doctor and I heal my patient, the patient's only going to come back if they have the same problem and it happens again. But if I eliminate this problem, guess what happens? I just eliminated a patient. Pearl's doing that. Coach Greg Adams is doing this. Fatty has no prescriptions, but he wants to go ahead and just have a podcast about why Andrew Wilson got destroyed. Listen, I'm not in the realm of degeneracy, man. I'm a single guy. I know that to be honest with you, I'm in the Orthodox Church. There aren't a lot of black women there. The odds of me finding a black woman that's based are like the month in February. It's going to happen, right? Super rare. Extremely rare. So to be honest, I'm not racist when I say if I find a good, faith-driven, godly white woman that loves Andrew Wilson and loves my extended family and loves the likes of Christ and everybody else and will follow me and admire me as a man, yeah, man, a man that findeth a good woman findeth a good thing, man. Truly, indeed, man. So I'm going to wrap this up, man. That's my... I don't hate blacks at all. My thing is I hate the culture. I really hate the culture, man. The culture's bad. It's degenerate. And the only way that anybody can hold them accountable is if I say something or somebody else says something. Because the moment if Andrew Wilson says something, he'll be deemed racist. Rob Norris says something, oh, he's racist too. Jake Rattlesnake says something, oh, he's just a racist just like the rest. Cool Vic says something, oh, he's now deemed racist too. People like me, Zinga Harris, will be talking about the matriarchy that will be happening on her podcast pretty soon. And how systemic this is and how degenerate this also is too. A revolving cycle of pain and anguish for the black community. All this and more on her podcast, which I believe is Friday. But tune in, I'll have more content. Just bad stuff, man. Really bad stuff, man. Scott says Pearl's all doom and gloom, like Chicken Little, except Pearl gets rich off the... Yes, of course. Truly indeed. Angel Barber says RP is the Pfizer relationship dynamics. They have no intention of curing the disease. I will say this though, because I am defending the red pill in a debate, but I'll give you a caveat to that. The red pill has amazing descriptors that Christians can adopt. It really does. Meaning like you don't want a woman who has a bad pattern of a history. Things like this. That's one thing that I do think that the church is missing is the reality being caught up to modern day antics and how feminism has co-opted churches. Things like this, which Red Pill's got a keen eye for. I think this is good. I think that Christians can adopt a lot of these descriptors that we have in Red Pill, like caution, cautionary tales, what to look out for. If it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. That's what the Red Pill is. But what everybody else is talking about, the Pfizer relationship is, and this is what we're talking about, is the prescriptors. That's bad. Red Pill doesn't give prescriptors at all. Rollo Tomasi doesn't give out prescriptions at all. Matter of fact, he's married for 20 some odd years, right? But he doesn't tell people you should get married. He says, I just don't like the way that they're doing it today. What I think is there's a schism in Red Pill that happened, and there's this diversion that happened, and people are just monetizing off of this. That's bad. Just like Christianity, we had Orthodox and Catholicism. It broke off into segments. Now we have Jehovah's Witness. Do you call them Christians? What about Latter-day Saints? Do you call them Christians? That's what happened with Red Pill. Is if I give a man fire, he can either cook with this or burn a stove or burn a whole house down in a village, right? So it's what you do with the information. To me, that's my definition. What Red Pill is, people just took this and ran with this. And they're saying, well, you can bang 50 girls and all this. No, it's only one man that said that. Myron Gaines said that. And I had a conversation with him. Andrew Wilson had a conversation with him before I did. And he's since stopped espousing these ideas. So crazy stuff, you know? Angel says, a doctor that tells you the symptoms of a disease, but when asked for treatment to cure the disease, they shrug their shoulders. Who will go to a doctor that does that? But I think that they don't claim to be doctors. They don't claim to be doctors. I think that they claim to be people that are like, hey, just look out for this, man. Watch, be cautious of this. Develop yourself, become better men as far as like money, muscles, game. I don't see anything wrong with that, right? I think that those can help a little bit, you know? But this isn't like, you know, what we're telling people to do as far as like the ethics portion of it. That would couple with Christianity very well, I think. And that's where the two intersect, right? I think Christianity has great prescriptions that we can use. Red Pill is just like, hey, this is bad. That's bad. Look out for this. I can go to my spiritual father and he's not going to have a discussion on Red Pill with me. He's going to be like, oh, they do that now? I didn't know women were doing that now. That's what I'm going to hear. That's what I need to hear. But I'm not going to hear this from my spiritual father. That's what I'm saying. You know, I can go to my spiritual father and he can give me great things and prescriptions. But like, he's not going to know that OF girls have now infiltrated the dating market and are now selling OF under the guise of, hey, we can date. Like, that's happening now. I'm seeing that now. But when I go to my church spiritual father, he's not up to date on all. Red Pill will give you some data on this. They'll say, hey, watch out for this new scam coming out, which is good. I think that's good. I don't see a problem with that. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? Says that advice can be given by any masculine man, not just the RP. But here's the problem, though. The masculine men that I see are in the church. And when I ask the men in the church, hey, are you familiar with what's going on in the dating market? No, man, I've been married for 20 years. No, I've been so absent from I can't get advice from him about how the modern dating has switched in how conniving these women have been in the tactics and what to watch out for because they've been out of the dating market for a very long time. That's the problem. You know, I can go to somebody from the church and ask them for guidance, right? But it's going to be really traditional guidance, really good stuff. But as far as like modern guidance of like the tactics that femininity is used, I would say feminism is using right now with sex workers, all this other stuff. A lot of people aren't caught up to date on that, no matter how masculine you are, which that part of the Red Pill, the descriptive part of the Red Pill, I think is good. Matter of fact, Andrew Wilson himself has said that Red Pill has really good data points, you know, things that you can point to, that warning signs that they'll tell you about. Hey, all this and that, you know, he's even said something to the effect of, you know, the Greg Adams could have had a better argument. Something to the effect of, you know, Greg Adams could have said, hey, what if all the women got together and said, no, we're going to go on strike no matter what? They're all using numbers, right? What are men going to do about this? You know, because we can't grape women. What if the opposite happened and they all got, that would have been a harder thing to argue against, right? But then Greg Adams could have said something like this. Yeah, what if we did cave to the women? What's in it for us? That's what Red Pill does. What's in it for us? The church will the spiritual father, if I talk to my spiritual father, he's not going to be like, well, yeah, you know, even if there is nothing in it for you, just do it. Well, come on, man. Like, it's like, you know, we got to meet in the middle. There's overlap with the Red Pill. You know, it's like, we have to understand that it's like the gig is up. a long time ago, man. When it came to feminism and people coming down with their schemes and all this other stuff, like we have to keep our eyes open. And to me, I don't think the red pill is bad. What I think is that the schism in people that have turned into money changers. Remember when Christ talked about money changers? I don't know if anybody's Christian here or whatever. He flipped the tables. A den of thieves, money changers. People moved into the red pill and started grifting and said, hey, these are some prescriptions that I got for you. That's not red pill. These are people grifting off of that, just like people in the Christian churches grifting, selling bagels and coffee right next to the dunk tank where they're baptizing people. That's like money changers logic right there. All this is just money changer stuff right here. Really bad stuff, man. Yeah, authority without responsibility. And that's what red pill brought that up. And I didn't learn that from like the church, but I think that this is, you point out a really good thing, right? I think that there's a fraction of red pill data points, like data that we can look at, like that's not a prescription that's good that couples with Christianity, like the authority without responsibility equals slavery, right? I agree with that. That comes from the red pill as far as like the Rolla Tomasis, all this other stuff. But if I would have just learned this from the church, which I probably wouldn't have heard this from the church at all, because everything is just submission, outright 100% unconditional love. And I get that, man. But I think the two things, you could just meld them together to some degree. I'm not warping Christianity, by the way. I'm just saying that somebody tapping you on the shoulders and saying, look out for this. Hey, this is a bad deal for you, man. Watch out for this. This is good. Not the Greg Adams marriage is a bad deal. He was actually debating against divorce, not for marriage the whole time. Bad stuff. Angel, yes. So with these two messages are the two meeting points that Christianity and red pill have. Yes, I agree. There's going to be overlap with that. But when people think about red pill, there's this negative connotation. I agree with all that. That's bad. Sleeping with women, degeneracy, all this stuff, all bad. That's all bad. Think about red pill as just common sense stuff that you should already know. People have said this already. Who needs red pill? You should already know this. Well, who's raised up with a father? Where are the fathers in homes that tell kids this? A lot of people are being raised by single moms. And me and Zinga Harris are about to go in on the matriarchy in the black community, how there are no dads. No sons are being red pilled by dads. They're not, these dads aren't present. That's why the red pill came out. And I do hear people like Grid saying, well, the red pill wouldn't exist without feminism. Well, what is your answer besides Christianity? Because Christianity isn't going to tell me authority without responsibility equals slavery. They haven't told me any of this stuff, but the red pill told me this. Is that bad? Right? That's not a prescription. It's just data. That's all it is. It's just a data packet. That's it. And I don't think anything's wrong with that, right? That I will defend. You know, I think common sense, let's just call it common sense. I will always defend common sense regardless. You know, I think it's something I will always defend. What I won't defend is guys sleeping around. What I won't defend is women sleeping around. What I won't defend is like moms just leaving marriages when they can't handle one rocky storm. You're going to have a marriage of 5 years. You're going to have tough ass shitty times. It's going to happen. Brace yourself. It's going to be probably like, damn, I don't think this is going to work. But you stick with it and you say, did he cheat? No, he didn't cheat. Am I upset? Yes, I'm upset. Do I feel like leaving? Yes, I feel like leaving. Well, we're just going to work this out, man. We got to figure out how to make this work. And that's where the church comes in with the community. I think this is good, man. Yes. You know what, Angel? I'm leaving this up here because this is based. This sums everything up that I just said. The RP have become the watchman warning of the attack. Christianity is the general giving the orders of the attack. Yes. I agree. This is beautifully summed up, actually. Better than I could have ever said this. That's what this is in summation. They'll say that red pill has people that are grifters. Yes, there is. But in Christianity, there's grifters. In Western feminized Christianity, there is. What's up, AG? My mod has entered the chat. He will be ruling with an iron fist. Good guy, man. Another traditional nuclear family man. tip your hats off to AG, man. Guys, good people, man. Seriously. I have a lot of people in my chat, including my mod. Good people, man. Good people. I'll just say that. He's got a nuclear family mindset. And he's also Christian as well, too. So I'll say that. But anyways, back to this. Yes, I do believe that there is overlap with the red pill. And I did say I would leave that up. Let me go ahead and get that again real quick. Let me just leave that up. Yeah, there's the overlap, and that's what I'm talking about. But in anything, you're going to have extremists, right? In any religion, you're going to have cults, things like this that happen. And you're going to have like hyperbole everywhere you see it, right? People are going to make something out of nothing. That's grandiose and just take things to the extreme. Christianity, we have like Jehovah's Witness. We have LDS calling themselves Christians, things like this. We have all this happening right now. In Red Pill, they have Coach Greg Adams. He's not Red Pill. Not at all. He's feminism. He's male feminism. He's not even Red Pill. He's a male feminist at best. Coach Greg Adams is none of this. You don't follow his prescriptions at all. Matter of fact, he had none that night. It was a wrap. So don't follow male feminist. I'm going to wrap this up. Don't follow male feminist like him. He's going to have you destitute and broke. And you'll never find a relationship with this man. He's never going to tell you how to find a relationship. But if you want to find a base nuclear family and you're black, if I have anybody in the audience that's black, I want to speak to my brothers that are black, my sisters that are black. Follow Andrew Wilson. And if you follow Cool Vic, he'll stream Andrew Wilson and me and Rob Noor, who's Catholic, Jake Rattlesnake, who's going to become a catechumen soon. There's a small section of us, and we are fighting in this ideological war. And it's a war because Charlie Kirk took a bullet to the neck. It's a real war out here. I don't care. I'll do IRL debates too. In person. I don't care. But let's go, man. We got a war to fight, and we're going to continue fighting this. This isn't hyperbole when I say this either. I say this and I mean it. We are definitely in an ideological war. We're fighting these red pill deviants, the people who take it and run with it and have prescriptions. And we're also fighting these sewing circle Christians as well, too. So we got a big ass war ahead of us, and there's only a few of us, man. That's it. Yeah, you're right. We got to make America Christian again, for sure, man. Yes, Zero. He's a leftist feminist making single moms at best. Yes, he is. He's not even red pill at all. And I think a lot of red pill people are just shams. They really are. They are. And they're just male feminists at best. Greg Adams is one of them. This isn't like a hit piece stream either. I'm just making commentary because that debate just happened last night, which I happen to cover. Vic covered it. I covered it. Pearl's covering it, but she's going to black pill it all. Fatty's covering it. He's going to black pill it all and say Andrew Wilson got destroyed, whatever. But this is the war that we're on. Cool Vic's on the front lines. Zynga's on the front lines. I'm on the front lines for sure. And let's fight this war together, my Christian brothers and sisters. And I'm not a Christian channel at all. I don't proselytize or any of that stuff. I just happen to be a Christian on a channel doing a stream. But I'll see you guys later. I'm going to wrap this up. Yes, AG just posted Andrew Wilson's Crucible. Follow that in the chat. Also, Cool Vic 2 was posted in the chat before I go. Follow him as well, too. Ken says, I should also make my move towards Christians at some point. Yes. But also, Ken, I'm not going to push you towards it. I'm not going to say you have to do it. Like, I'm not going to be that person, man. When I found Christianity, it was because I wanted to, not because I was told to. I found it because there was more of it just made more sense. Like, if I wanted to find the most patriarchal structure where I can have a structure, a home, everything else intact, Christianity was it for me, man. And that's it. what changed me to become a Christian was actually Andrew Wilson. He became one of my good friends, man. Guy's a good man, man. I can probably say I owe that guy my life, man. For sure, man. Good stuff, man. But anyways, Ken, if you want, go check out a prayer sometime, man. It'll be pretty cool, man. Check out a liturgy sometime, man. It's pretty base, man. Like, remember, I don't know if you remember when Andrew Wilson was talking about, forgot that group of people. What a bad time to have a brain fart. The people who haven't changed their culture in a long time. They don't have electricity much. The heck are those people called? Anyways, the Little House on the Prairie people, I'll just call them that. You know, they have a near zero divorce rate in their community. Amish people, yes. Vic for the W right here with the Amish. Yes, the Amish community have a near zero divorce rate, Ken. Orthodoxy has a 9% divorce rate. 9% according to the stats that I have. But of course, when they pulled it up through ChatGPT, it showed 7%. Right? So I think that if you want to find a marriage that's going to work for you, hold on real quick. Let me go look this up real quick. Let me show you this real quick, because I can't do it this, like, I don't do it justice, right? What I can do is show you this before I leave. Let me take Shaniqua and all my black fatigue footage out of here real quick. Let me share this screen with you real quick, because I think this is really good for you to see. Here you go. I'll even share this on the full screen real quick. The claim that Orthodox Christians have a 9% divorce rate is cited in some sources, though other data suggests higher rates, right? Cited 9% rate. Some studies place Orthodox Christians along with Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, and Jewish people at 9% divorce rates. Greek Orthodox rate, one analysis, Greek Orthodox data found a divorce rate of around 14%. That's low, below the general U.S. national average of approximately 43%. That's crazy. You can't beat that, man. Who's beating this? I don't think anybody, like, that's crazy. 9% is good, man. You can't beat 9%. And I'm sure evangelical Christians are high. It's like 20, maybe 46%, something like that last time I checked. But don't take my word for it. Go do your own research, do your due diligence, man. It's good, man. I'm not evangelizing here. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just showing you, hey, these are the stats, man. And I don't even have to use stats. Look at Andrew Wilson. Look at Cool Vic, Zynga, AG, people like that. Really good examples, man. That's it. And it's a patriarchal structure, right? You're for the patriarchy, right? Christianity is a patriarchal structure. Really damn good, man. Wokmoto says 91% success rate. Pretty damn good. Yes. Pretty damn good, especially when people practice rigorism when it comes to religious tenets in Christianity. When they practice this rigorism, it ends up being consistent, fair, firm, and consistent all across the board. You want to do this, man. Not to say too much, but I was listening to Cool Vic one time, and he stopped his stream real quick, and he said, hold on real quick. And I think I heard like a child in the background, and I was like, oh, man. Guy's a family man. This is before I knew. We have stories like this. People with families, kids, wives, intact, staying together. This is what I want. Like, I admire Vic. I look up to Vic because he's a husband, man. Not because he's cool. Vic 20K. Like, that's fine. It's cool. Cool story. Like, it's cool. But nah, man, that's like, the guy has a marriage. Andrew Wilson has a marriage, a solid one. He's in love with Rachel. In love. After how many years? Crazy. Zynga Harris, talked about her struggle trying to find a base church. And she found her home in Orthodox. Still together. Glory to God, man. Good stuff, man. Hard R Vic, yeah. Yeah, good stuff, man. I appreciate all you guys in the chat, man. Subscribe if you aren't already, man. I appreciate you guys sticking through with me with the whole me yapping a little bit about Christianity or whatever. I don't like to talk about Christianity too much because I don't want to drive people away and think that I'm just a Christian channel. But yeah, man, just understand that I'll always leave off saying that Christ is God, man. Regardless, man. So I appreciate you guys tuning into my channel, and I'm going to wrap this up. I know this was a very short stream, but I had to congratulate my brother from another mother, Cool Vic, on his 20 freaking K, man. 20K. That's insane. Give him a round of applause, man. Round of applause. One more time. That's awesome, man. 20K. Awesome. I don't even know what that must feel like, man. But maybe one day, man. And I'm here with my 1K, man. My measly 1K followers. Just saying, one day, man. One day I'll get a little sliver of that. It'd be like 5K one day, But I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. It's been real, man. And you guys following my black fatigue posts. Good stuff, man. Definitely amazing, man. 20K, baby. Now Marte's turn. Freaking amazing. Yes. I'm losing subs like crap. Damn, Blood Logos. What kind of content? I got it. You know what, Blood Logos? I'm going to sub to your channel and find out what's going on. Do some investigative reporting. Man, Vic, you don't even got to thank me, bro. Thank you. Thank you for helping me get the Jubilee, man. Thank you for being my first super chat ever. Vic is leading the way, man. This guy is the opposite of the money changers, opposite of like a lot of other people out there, man. Vic is like a diamond in the rough, man. You don't find guys like that. You honestly don't, man. Guy's good, man. Really based, so. Yeah, man. Thanks, Marte. Check the videos, not the streams. Yeah, I'll check the videos, man. For sure, man. Definitely, man. I'll give you a follow as well, too, after this. All right, guys. That's about it, man. Good night, all. Be safe. God bless. Christ is God. I don't say Christ is king because Islam says that all the time. And trying to be good faith. Christ is God. How about that? Because they don't even say that. So I'll say that. You guys be safe. Kiss your loved ones. Tell your families that you're blessed because you truly are. Christ is God. Peace out.